Hey everybody, welcome back to today's video. You're watching the news segment of this channel. It's basically where we just go over Twitter stuff, Twitter news. Today's video is going to be mostly on Canada and where we're spending our tax dollars. You guys might be really surprised where your tax dollars are going. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Our Prime Minister tweeted out, "It's always good time to buy Canadian, especially with our GST tax break until February 15th. So we got one more week of our tax break before we get taxed on everything." Donald J. Trump's looks like billions of dollars have been stolen at USAID and other agencies. Much of it is going to fake news media as a payout for creating good stories about the Democrats, left wing, and so on, so on. New York Times received money. Who else did? This could be the biggest scandal of all time, perhaps the biggest in history. The Democrats can't hide from this. This is too big, too dirty. I wonder what he's referring to. What's he hiding? I smell corruption. What about you? Remember I told you guys I feel like Mark Carney is like a hollowed person? I said that in the last episode, I think. Liberals leadership frontrunner Mark Carney refuses to disclose investment of other financial interests. This guy literally owns like an oil company or runs an oil company, and like if you're running for Prime Minister, I'm pretty sure he has to disclose his finances, right? Because you can't be accepting money from this person or vice versa. Okay, boys, this is where we get into some stuff. Okay, I will watch like a minute and 30 of this.
Gather around, taxpayers. It's story time.
All right, story time.
Global Affairs Canada's project database was mysteriously wiped clean today. Whoops. But fear not, the Canadian Taxpayers Federation has more than 1,000 pages of access to information records detailing how Global Affairs Canada is wasting your money. Now, a lot of records to go through, but let me just read you a list of some of the highlights here, okay? $1,700 for a musical called Lesbian Pirates. The musical tells the untold story of the ruthless maverick and lesbian pirates who met while cross-dressing as male pirates, fell in love, slaughtered swaths of men, stole treasure, and escaped execution of the law.
What a
now, that
fascinating
musical
story.
Featured a cast of physically disabled performers to bring life to this sexy, violent, and turbulent world. There was 7.2 million
Some play I would really love to go watch.
dollars also spent for a gender-responsive systems approach to universal healthcare in the Philippines.
Just what they need.
$8,800 for a sex toy show in Hamburg, Germany called Whose Jizz Is This? Yup.
Germany. Who pays $8,000 for a sex toy show? That's weird.
Quote, the
That's
centerpiece
really weird.
of the show was a large water fountain consisting of a number of double-ended sex toys spouting water from both their mouths and vaginas.
What the
Sounds necessary. Then there was $13,000
Who is watching that?
for an Oscars party in Los Angeles. $8,000 for the Toronto-based band Shuffle Demons to play at a jazz festival in, you guessed it, El Salvador.
El Salvador.
$8,100 to organize DJ workshops in Turkey and Georgia for the LGBTQ community to, quote, bring more diversity into the world of DJing. Okay. Top priority for sure. Now here's my personal favorite. $12,500 for live stage performances of, quote, all the sex I ever had in Australia, Austria, and Taiwan. Now here is the catch. That performance featured senior citizens telling true sex stories to live audiences, including, quote, first time, best time, worst time, last time. And they weren't even Canadian seniors. It turned
Why is there so much of this? He said he has over 1,000 copies of like just spending money, like $12,000 so seniors in other countries could talk about their sex lives. Like I get it, it's only $12,000 of our Canadian money. Like, it doesn't seem like a lot, but that's like $12,000 for just a a person like me or a person like you, that's a lot of fucking money. And for people to just literally talk about their sex lives, that's useless money spent. $7.2 million for gender responsive system approach to university healthcares in the Philippines. Like, our healthcare is already a fucking disaster. Spend the money on our healthcare, you know? $13,000 for Oscar party in LA. Why in LA? Like, we're Canadian. This is all like, okay. And guys, there's more. Hold up, boys. There's more. Hang on. That's what I'm talking about. This is just one random page from international assistance projects funded by Global Affairs Canada. Let's take a look. What is that? 10 million? $10 million advancing sexual and reproductive health of rights. What is that? What does that even mean? Almost $19 million advancing sexual and reproductive health in combo. Delegated $24 million advancing sexual and reproductive health rights. Where is this? What is this? ICDDR? There's more. My family could have used that money for food and gas. It's literally what I'm talking about. Global Affairs. $1,715 on lesbian pirate music. This is going after the video that we just watched up here. Search for Gaza. So we sent $3.4 million to courthouse's facility management assistant in the West Bank in Gaza. Why do we need to send $4 million for facility management assistant? First off, that's a lot of money for Gaza. Like, Gaza's like not even that big on the map. So like, how big of a facility management assistant fund do they need? Apparently $3.5 million worth. $1 million for effective humanitarian gender-based violent response. What? They were literally just in a war. Why are we sending them $1 million for humanitarian gender-based violent response? That doesn't even make any sense. $25 million for eliminating violence against women and girls in the West Bank and Gaza. And correct me if I'm wrong, don't women over there not even have that many rights to start off with? So what are we trying to eliminate, right? Are we trying to eliminate a hopeless battle? Probably. $4.5 million for building capacity of electoral actors in Ukraine. What the heck? $12.5 million on building capacity of the Ukrainian humanitarian Dominion institutions. I don't even know that big word. That seems useless money spending, though.
$102 billion slush fund has been exposed by an anonymous X user, revealing taxpayer money being funneled into corrupt international institutions and ideological pet projects. This is not a fringe conspiracy. Anyone can verify these numbers on the government's own website. Some highlights, or lowlights of this fund include $900 million annually for the UN, $44 million to Luxembourg for a climate initiative, and $10 million for abortion services in London, England. A staggering $186 million goes towards vague initiatives to promote women, $75 million props up the wine industry, and $200 million funds Canadian media, which conveniently acts as a propaganda arm for the Liberal government. Even more shocking are the countless millions given to foreign banks, including the Asian Development Bank and African climate projects. Canadians are also funding police forces in other nations, while domestic law enforcement struggles to keep up with rising violent crime in our own neighborhoods. DEI initiatives and multiculturalism projects receive a blank check, even though evidence suggests they deepen division instead of fostering unity. This isn't government mismanagement, it's government betrayal. Billions are funneled to activists, international institutions, and corrupt programs, while Canadians are left with inflation, crumbling healthcare, and poverty. The Liberal Party isn't governing, it's looting.
I totally agree with them. $25 million, December 10th, 2024. So not too long ago, Urgent Action Fund Africa renewed Women's Voice and Leadership Program in crisis and conflict. Why? The Canadian government sends almost $20 million to Africa to teach people not to shit on the beach. Is this real? It's a Canadian website. Project profiles: accelerated sanitation in northern Gahon, or whatever that is. $20 million for signs across beaches to not shit on the beach. I don't even know what to say. Like, if they want to shit on their beach, let them shit on their beaches. Canada needs Doge. Elon Musk. I'll let you guys, I want your opinions down below in the comments. Doge is saving America a lot of money, so if Canadians are misspending money, we should maybe look into getting our shit audited. Exciting news. Due to an emergency order, which I proudly signed yesterday, this has officially changed their policy of allowing men in women's sports. It's now banned. This is a great day for women, girls across our country. Men should never have been allowed to compete against women in the first place, but I am proud to be president to save women's sports. We expect the Olympics Committee to also use the common sense and implement this policy, which is very popular among the American people in the entire world. That's great, but can we get some Olympic boxing? I'm pretty sure the next Olympic doesn't have any boxing in it, and I don't know why it got canceled from the Olympics, but they should have had that back in. Alrighty, we're gonna end it off with that little Trump speech. I want to know your thoughts, your opinions, guys, in the comments below. Is Canada spending its money smartly? Could Canada spend its money better? In the comments, could Canada spend its money more effectively? This was it for today's episode. Alright, boys. Alright, see you guys all next one. I'll see you guys all tomorrow for next news video. Hopefully you guys have a good one. See you, boys.